Okay, so you've got this brilliant idea for a video. Like, the concept is sharp, you just know it's gonna connect with people, and you're actually like excited to make it. But then, before you even hit record, you open up YouTube and bam, there it is. Some other creator, maybe a bigger one, just dropped your exact idea. And that's when the fear kicks in. You know that cold, sinking feeling in your gut that just whispers, ugh, I'm too late. Every niche is full, it's all been done before. Okay, so that fear, that is the single biggest trap pretty much every creator falls into. I mean, it's the silent killer of channels, the reason amazing ideas just die in a Google Doc. But what if I told you that, like, the most successful creators don't even see saturation? They see opportunity. Like, what if that crowded space isn't a roadblock, but actually the perfect launch pad? So, in this video, I'm gonna show you the exact framework the biggest creators use to turn a super crowded space into their own thing. Okay, first things first, we need to completely tear down this whole idea of saturation, because honestly, it's pretty much an illusion. It's just a story we tell ourselves when we're scared. Like, we look at a niche with tons of creators and see a party that's just way too full to get into. But the reality is, a busy niche isn't a dead end at all. It means it's a validated market. It proves there's an audience with a real hunger for this kind of content. So the problem isn't that the niche is saturated, it's that it's saturated with like generic copy-paste content. I mean, think about it. Google wasn't the first search engine, right? And Facebook wasn't the first social network. They jumped into these incredibly crowded markets and won not by being first, but by being different and, eventually better. They basically saw the other players as proof of concept. And the same thing is true on YouTube. The fact that other creators are already in your niche, that means you've struck gold. You just have to figure out how to mine it a little differently. And that feeling of being this tiny voice in a huge crowd, it's just, like, not even statistically accurate. I mean to say, the vast majority of people on social media are consumers, not creators. Some recent data even suggests that people who consider themselves creators or influencers make up just 1 in 5 social media users. That means a huge majority are just looking for something to watch, learn, and engage with. So there isn't a creator surplus, there's actually a creator drought of unique, high-quality voices. The world isn't waiting for another generic video on 10 morning habits. It's waiting for your video on the morning habits that got you, a former night owl programmer, through a crazy high-pressure product launch. So yeah, the opportunity isn't just there, it's massive. You just have to stop looking at the other creators as your competition and start looking at that massive audience as your audience. Okay, so this leads to the second big delusion that fuels this whole saturation trap, the hunt for the empty niche. So many aspiring creators waste months, sometimes even years, searching for this untouched goldmine, a topic that literally nobody is talking about. But let's be real here. In 2025, untouched goldmines basically don't exist. If a niche is completely empty, it's usually empty for a reason, means there's no audience for it. Look, the goal isn't to be the only one talking about a subject. The goal is to be the only one who talks about it the way you do. This is that whole concept of a niche of one, and it's basically the secret of pretty much every top creator out there. They don't avoid competition, they make themselves like incomparable. I mean, Ali Abdaal isn't just a productivity YouTuber. He's that former doctor who applies principles of evidence-based learning to, life optimization. And Vanessa Lau isn't just a social media marketing expert. She built her whole brand around her specific journey from a corporate job to becoming a 7-figure creator CEO. So their niche isn't the topic, it's them. It's like the intersection of their expertise, their personality, their backstory, and their unique point of view. So saturation doesn't really exist. There is only distinct content or generic content. Your job isn't to find an empty playground. It's to walk onto a busy playground and invent a brand new game that only you can teach. A game so compelling that other people can't help but stop and watch. So the question isn't, what can I talk about that no one else is? The real question is, how can I talk about this popular topic in a way that literally no one else can? Okay, so we've established that saturation is an illusion and finding an empty niche is totally the wrong goal. So what's the right one? It's building that niche of one. And look, this isn't some fuzzy motivational idea, it's a super practical process. Here's the 4-step blueprint you can use to turn any crowded space into your own personal territory. Step 1, run the energy test before you commit. Okay, the biggest mistake creators make is picking a niche just based on what they think is popular or profitable, only to burn out like 3 months later. To avoid this, you have to test what you can actually sustain. Here's how you do it. Write down 3 or 4 niche ideas. For each one, force yourself to sit down and just outline 5 quick pieces of content, 5 video scripts, 5 short-form video ideas, 5 post titles. Like, do it in one sitting for each niche. After you're done, check in with yourself. I mean, which topic felt energizing? And which one felt like a total soul-crushing chore? The niche that gives you energy is the one you can actually show up for consistently. And consistency that comes from genuine enthusiasm will always, always be a hot niche that you secretly hate. All right, step 2, define your unfair advantages. Generic content just gets lost in the noise. The antidote is to lean into what makes you, well, you. These are your unfair advantages, the stuff other people can't just easily copy. Okay, so take out a piece of paper and make 3 lists. First, your experiences. Every job you've had, projects you failed at, subjects you studied, successes you've pulled off. Second, your environment, your culture, your industry, the specific challenges you're facing right now. Third, your personal quirks, your sense of humor, your specific skills, your worldview, your passions outside the niche. Okay, now start mashing them all together. Like, don't just be a marketing channel. Be the channel that applies marketing lessons learned from playing in a jazz band. Don't just be a fitness channel. Be the channel about fitness for new parents who are running on like 0 sleep. This is how you carve out a space that nobody else can fill, because no one else has your unique combination of experiences and perspectives. Next up, step 3, master the discovery loop. So most creators get stuck in an echo chamber. They just create content for the people who already follow them, and then they wonder why they aren't growing. To break out of that, you have to intentionally create content that is designed to travel. I'm like, at least once a week, create one piece of content with the specific goal of reaching beyond your existing audience. You know, formats like a wrong versus right video that simplifies a common mistake. Those work great for this, or maybe a bold comparison that boils down a complex idea into a simple, shareable analogy. Memes or like punchy visuals that are instantly relatable also work wonders. Basically, this strategy creates a discovery loop, which is a system where new people are constantly finding you, which is essential for staking your claim in any niche. Okay, step 4, go deeper, not wider. So when a niche feels saturated, it's usually because everyone is fighting over the same, like, surface level topics. The real opportunity is always in the depths. Instead of trying to cover some broad topic, you should dominate a sub-niche with extreme specificity. Like, if everyone is making videos about how to invest in stocks, you go and make the definitive series on how to analyze quarterly earnings reports for SaaS companies as a beginner. That level of detail, that becomes your value proposition. This narrow focus does 2 really powerful things. It dramatically reduces your competition, and it makes you like an indispensable resource for that small but super passionate audience that cares deeply about that specific topic. And once you own that sub-niche, you can slowly start to expand from a position of authority. Okay, so this 4-step framework is the foundation for making a crowded space your own. But building that niche of one also means building a really powerful personal brand around it. I actually go way, way deeper into the specific content strategies for building authority and trust in my free newsletter. It's like a weekly deep dive with